those who have a right to live can bear with almost anyhow. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. In some ways, suffering ceases to be suffering at the moment it finds a meaning, such as the meaning of a sacrifice. Love is the only way to grasp another human being in the innermost core of his personality. For the world is in a bad state, but everything will become still worse unless each of us does his best. The greatest task for any person is to find meaning in his or her own life. No one can become fully aware of the very essence of another human being unless he loves him. Faith is trust in ultimate meaning. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. Even a genius cannot completely resist his zeitgeist, the spirit of his time. Live as if you were living a second time, and as though you had acted wrongly the first time. Challenging the meaning of life is the truest expression of the state of being human. Ever more people today have the means to live, but no meaning to live for. Happiness must happen, and the same holds for success. You have to let it happen by not caring about it. Religion is the search for ultimate meaning. The point is not what we expect from life, but rather what life expects from us. No man should judge unless he asks himself in absolute honesty whether in a similar situation he might not have done the same. The attempt to develop a sense of humor and to see things in a humorous light is some kind of a trick learned while mastering the art of living. You don't create your mission in life, you detect it. Success is total self-acceptance. Every human being has the freedom to change at any instant. The more one forgets himself by giving himself to a cause to serve or another person to love, the more human he is. The quest for meaning is the key to mental health and human flourishing. Even when it is not fully attained, we become better by striving for a higher goal. God is the partner of your most intimate soliloquies. Each of us carries a unique spark of the divine, and each of us is also an inseparable part of the web of life. Pain is only bearable if we know it will end, not if we deny it exists. Humor was another of the soul's weapons in the fight for self-preservation. When a man cannot find meaning, he numbs himself with pleasure. An abnormal reaction to an abnormal situation is normal behavior. Man's inner strength may raise him above his outward fate. What is to give light must endure burning. But there was no need to be ashamed of tears, for tears bore witness that a man had the greatest of courage, the courage to suffer. To suffer unnecessarily is masochistic rather than heroic. At such a moment, it is not the physical pain which hurts the most. It is the mental agony caused by the injustice, the unreasonableness of it all. As for the concept of collective guilt, I personally think that it is totally unjustified to hold one person responsible for the behavior of another person or a collective of persons. Despair is suffering without meaning. I do the unpleasant tasks before I do the pleasant ones. Since Auschwitz, we know what man is capable of, and since Hiroshima, we know what is at stake. When a man finds that it is his destiny to suffer, his unique opportunity lies in the way he bears his burden.